Okay, this is linked out. We still don't have jobs. So we're still recording a podcast, but we're still going to record the podcast after we get jobs, if we get jobs.
We promise.
Well, Sydney's going to get a job very soon. I am not going to get a job.
Do not jinx it.
Ever.
Do not jinx it.
Okay, we're both not going to get jobs.
There's probably some very real, we're just never actually going to get jobs.
We're never actually going to get jobs.
Because you know why?
The most important job is being a mom.
So true. So true.
I don't actually think like that.
No.
But I do.
It is an important job.
It is an important job. It's a very important job.
It is it's not really a job,
you don't
though.
Get paid
it's like
for.
It's like an identity, right? So it's like it's not a job. And
That's true.
You do have to work a lot, obviously. It's unpaid.
And you get paid in experience.
You get paid in love, I guess.
In smiles. I
smiles.
I actually did cry twice today.
There you go.
About being a mom, and in not a sad way. My daughter just like gave me a hug and like looked at me, and I just started bawling. It was so cute.
Because did you like immediately picture her like as an adult and like, because that's been what's happening to me a lot lately. Like I'll be like looking at my infant, by the way, an infant, and I'm like, oh my God, and then I'm like, I'm not gonna know what he looks like when he's like a 70-year-old man because I'm gonna be dead.
Shut up! Stop it!
I know. That's sadistic.
Oh my God. I'm going to live forever like Frank.
I just want to know what they're going to look like when they're old men, and I'm not going to, but that's okay. Not that even not what they look like. I just want to know what they're going to be like.
That's
like
what
as
AI
people.
is for.
Yeah.
AI will tell
No, I know. I just want to know what their little
like.
personalities are going to be like when they're all hardened and like, world weary.
No, they're going to be they're still going to be so sweet.
Sure, they'll always be my babies.
They'll always be so
Mariah
sweet.
says.
When you're a grandma, when you're like a grandma and they're like, you're holding your grandkid and then you're crying because you're never going to see what your grandkid looks like when they're old.
I know. That's probably what will happen too. Golly.
Okay.
And on that note,
this is linked out, and we're not going to cry at all on this podcast, and we're also not going to talk about growing old and our mortality.
We might touch on that lightly. We might lightly touch on more.
Not a little. I'm not going to talk about it at all. I'm going to shut up about it.
It will almost certainly come back up again without you expecting
That's
it.
true.
Without you.
Just like my tears, and I'm going to start crying. I am going to start crying.
Yeah.
Welcome to Linked Out. Welcome to Linked Out, the podcast that won't help you get a job, but will make you feel better about not having one. Beautiful, gorgeous voices. We have really great voices.
Awesome.
My voice is not nasally or raspy at all.
I would never describe it that way.
Perfect. Let's fix it in post.
Our producer says we can fix that in post. Yeah.
Make me sound less like Fran Drescher and more
like who? Who's your voice? More like, what's his name? Gilbert Gottfried? Because we all know you love his voice.
No. I don't love his voice. I don't have, it's not like nails on a chalkboard to me. I don't want to sit there and listen to him read a children's book. I don't want to listen to him do anything, but like if he was talking to me in a room, I wouldn't want to kill myself.
I love it.
Okay.
You know what though? You know what might make you want to kill yourself?
The job market.
Yep.
We love a segue. We love a good segue.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about the scooter.
And you never see those anymore.
You never see them. Not since
I actually think
creator,
they're gone.
I think it was because
somebody fell off of
creator of them
himself
died.
on a Segway. Yeah, you're right. Okay, wait. All right.
Okay.
You immediately went to mortality.
Mortality. Oh my God.
You said you wouldn't, but
I still
you
did.
can't help it. Segways, death
Segways,
immediately.
dead.
So just want to start off by saying the last time we talked, a lot has happened since the last time we talked. A lot and also nothing at the same time.
Yeah.
But-
well, Sydney made muffins.
Yeah,
so-
I did make muffins.
She got really into
And
trad wifing.
Yeah.
She's cosplaying.
Figure why not? Figure why not?
Why not? Because we're
Why not
embracing.
me?
Because we're embracing not having jobs
Yeah.
instead of crying about them.
leaning in to not being employed.
Exactly. Yes, we're
Trad wiping.
the silver lining. We have plenty of time to do other things.
Yeah. Since the last time we talked, these are some things that have happened. And I'm just going to quickly rattle through them and allow you to react.
Okay, perfect.
Since we last spoke, you applied to an internship just to see what would happen. And
I did. Yes, I forgot about that. Thanks for reminding me.
you're welcome. You're welcome. I had forgotten about it too until I was looking at our text.
And yes, and I got rejected for an internship, even though I have around almost 8 years of experience in the industry.
Maybe that's why you got rejected. Maybe that's why they were like, you're too experienced to be an intern.
Maybe, but they did send me that automated, we're moving forward with other candidates email.
No, I don't think it was automated because you sent it to me. Okay. And let me just read this part. This is why I don't think it was automated.
Okay.
It says, it was evident from your application that you possess commendable qualifications. Does that sound, I feel like that makes it, that's like,
No, that's
they wouldn't normally say that.
Commendable qualifications.
You're right. That's like nothing.
That
That's
feels
the most
kinda-
nothing comment.
It feels kind of templatey.
Commendable.
Feels a little AI.
Oh, it probably is AI. AI-ish.
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 Okay, what else? Wait, that's what.
After careful consideration, we regret to inform you we won't be moving forward. That part is all boilerplate, whatever.
Commendable qualifications.
Oh, but please understand that this decision was not easy as we recognize the potential you bring. I don't know. You don't think so?
I've gotten automated emails like that before, but
Okay, I don't know what this thing is that you applied for either, but so
Me either.
what kind of internship was it? Just
I don't know.
okay. Cool.
I did a lot of rapid firing.
Yeah.
Rapid fire applying. That's hard to say.
Oh my gosh. I love that so much. I mean, I hate it so much. My response was Jesus fucking Christ.
Yes.
I also like you have to laugh, right?
You have to laugh.
So you don't cry.
So you don't cry. Yeah, we have to laugh. That's what we do. We just love to laugh. We live, we laugh, we love. We love.
And then that night, I think after that, I went to Spa Land on a date.
And got a job there.
No,
Just kidding.
I did not get a job there. I actually looked like that would be a fun place to work. Not gonna lie.
Aside from people dying there.
Okay, that
was the one in
didn't
Queens.
happen at Spa Land. That
Spa
happened
Castle.
at Spa Castle. Also, the other reason why maybe I wouldn't want to work there is because you do never see the light of day. So maybe I actually wouldn't want to.
Because you
But
wouldn't.
there's no windows at Spa Land.
Right. But you wouldn't be like working 20. I mean,
You
work
wouldn't
for
know.
5 hours.
You
but
wouldn't know
You
what
wouldn't
time
know
it
what time it
was.
was.
Yeah, you wouldn't know how long you've been there or anything.
They could change the clocks.
They probably do.
They probably do.
Dude, they probably do.
We love this feedback on the mic.
Oh,
I'm so sorry.
Frank is having.
We have a dog in the studio.
Brittany brought her dog to my
Do you hear
house,
this?
and he immediately
pooped in
shit
there?
on the floor. But he's welcome anyway.
But he's a very good dog.
I'll take your word for it.
Sydney doesn't know.
He is a good dog. He's fine. He's
fine. He's fine. He's fine. Get him out of here.
But he is
drinking into the mic.
He is drinking water right next to the mic. I guess he's thirsty.
This is a bad idea. Okay.
I'm gonna let him finish.
ASMR.
He can't go on for that much longer.
ASMR. Okay. This was a good idea.
Quick, actually, go ahead, since everyone needs to know the story of how Frank came into your life. Give him a quick,
yes.
while he's
being so loud and obnoxious.
he's immortal.
I got Frank in Brooklyn, New York in 2009 from a crackhead, and I traded the crackhead a pack of cigarettes for Franklin.
Unbelievable.
And I've had him ever since. So he's an old guy.
Was it on Franklin Avenue?
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
I just named him. I named him Frank because I thought it was like a cute, like New York-y sounding name for a dog. And then my boss at the time was like, he needs a proper surname. Have his full name be Franklin, but you call him Frank. And I was like, okay, that sounds great. I love that.
I love that too.
And we've been together ever since. And he's not usually such a bad dog. He's
old, though.
He's old, so he pooped in the house.
Presumably. I mean, I don't know. He is at least 15 years old.
Yes, he's at least 15. I think he's 14. Yeah, he's 15. He's gonna be 15 in like September, I think. Oh, he was 15.
It's October now, so.
Or is it next September? I'm not sure. Anyway,
You got him. Okay, whatever. Anyways.
if I got him in 2009, then he's 15.
He doesn't seem like an
Correct.
old dog. He just is like a dog. He doesn't have like, you can't tell how old he is.
No, he's ageless.
Like I said, when I think met him 10 years ago, he looked the same as he looks now.
He looked the same.
So
But most people
pretty amazing, really.
Most people think a dog for a pack of cigarettes is a really good deal, but most people don't know how expensive cigarettes are in New York. They're very expensive. They're $15 over there.
Yeah.
So it wasn't that
It might
good
be
of a
even
deal.
more now. That was then.
Imagine
they
well, that
probably
was
are like
in,
$30 now.
That was in like
$50.
Manhattan, and like, you know, if you go to like Soho and buy a pack of cigarettes, they're going to be $15. You go to certain places in Brooklyn, they have those Virginia cigarettes. People know that you could buy for $7 or $8 or $9. Anyway, whatever. Cigarette prices. I don't smoke anymore.
They're all over the map.
I'm a mom. I'm a mom now. I haven't smoked a cigarette in 5 years. But anyway, moving on. Back to my internship.
Yeah. What else we were talking about too? Since then, okay, rapid fire. We also talked about, I have a friend who works in like a sales job, and she was telling me, and I told you this, that basically everyone in sales has LinkedIn Premium. They all have like, and it's paid for by like work. I assume they're not paying for it themselves, but they have to have the paid version of LinkedIn, which I can't even remember how much it cost a year. Actually, this is a good time for me to look that up.
I never got it. I never got the premium. I did the trial once,
Same.
and then I canceled it before.
Same.
But now they keep asking me if I want to do a free trial, and I say no because LinkedIn is not helping me.
Yeah, because
get
we
a job.
actually
and I don't give a fuck
LinkedIn.
I don't give a fuck who looks at my fucking profile. I don't care. That's not helping me.
I know.
I don't give a fuck.
What are you
going to
do then? Like, just like email them and be like,
Yeah.
hey, I saw you were looking at me. Like, what?
Yeah, what's up?
Creepy.
Or like, yeah. Or like, I don't know, you get more information on people, I guess. You get their contact. Like, I don't need
listen
that.
to this. Premium. Okay, there's a few different costs. Listen to this. Oh my God. Okay, there's a lot of different LinkedIn like paid options. So there's Premium Career, which is either $29.99 a month or $239 annually or $240 annually. So it's either $30 a month or $240 annually. Then there's Premium Business, which is $60 a month and $540 annually. I'm not done. There's Sales Navigator Core, which is $100 per month. There's Sales Navigator Advanced, which is $150 a month. There's Sales Navigator Advanced Plus, which has custom pricing. They won't even tell you how much that is. Then there's LinkedIn Recruiter Lite, which is $170 per month. Oh my God, Brittany. There's LinkedIn Recruiter is $835 per month.
No.
That is what it says.
For recruiters? I don't think they're not
That is what it says. That is what it says.
That's insane. They're not doing that.
Dude.
There's no way these recruiters are paying $800 a month and then ghosting everybody.
Well, so first of all, maybe not everyone uses it for paid version. Like, I don't know what you get access to as a recruiter for that much, but this is crazy to me. Okay, LinkedIn, if recruiters are spending even $170 a month, that's the light version. What I just sent you, I just texted it to you.
Oh yeah, that's so crazy.
That's crazy. But so my friend who I was telling you worked in sales, so they probably they're doing at least $100 a month, if not $150 a month or more, for every salesperson basically who's using the paid version of LinkedIn. So LinkedIn actually is making so much money off of like companies that are require their employees to be using.
That's crazy. That's like, I wonder how much money LinkedIn made last year.
Me too.
I kind of want to know.
Let's look it up. LinkedIn. What should we look up? LinkedIn
net profits.
Net profits. Sounds right.
Sounds right.
Net profit 2023. Let's see. Oh
my God. What is it?
LinkedIn's operating profit. So I don't know. Okay, wait. Revenue, premium memberships, ad revenue. Oh my God. And hiring software. Wait.
They have hiring software?
This is crazy. Yeah, for the recruiters.
Right, yes. Well, then how come nobody's getting jobs?
Revenue. LinkedIn generated $15.7 billion in revenue.
Wow.
In 2023. Premium memberships generated $6.44 billion.
That's insane.
Ad revenue.
You guys.
$4 billion.
There's got to be a better way. Fuck them. That's insane. That's insane. Sydney, this
insane.
Is crazy.
First of all, that's not what they're reporting, though.
We forgot to introduce ourselves.
Okay.
I just remembered.
This is Sydney. And
I'm Brit. And this is linked out.
We're down the fucking rabbit hole.
But we're down the rabbit hole, and LinkedIn is taking you money and not getting you jobs.
LinkedIn is taking your money.
And we're pissed.
And hoarding your money.
What are they doing with all this money? Not finding jobs for the people. That's for sure.
It says their operating profit was $1.1 billion. So I'm confused because all of those things were just like way higher than that. But in any case, they're making
you're making a shit ton of money off of this shitty job market.
And we're gonna look into. I'm gonna talk to someone who knows shit about dick. You know what I mean? Somebody who knows about how much companies make and actually get them to explain this to me because I don't understand. The math ain't mathin', but So like obviously I feel like it's like they're like on par with like what other companies are making this much money? Like fucking Amazon and shit. Like is LinkedIn really making that much money?
I don't know.
And if so, like
we need to talk to a financial.
This stinks to me.
This stinks.
Like of I don't know. Corruption.
This is like...
This ain't right.
Well, the job market is supposed to be really bad, but as we talked about on the last podcast, Google says that only 4% of people are unemployed, which is absolutely insane because everybody I know is unemployed. And that's, obviously this is like...
Maybe you only know 4% of...
Right.
Joking.
Well, I think it's because I was doing a little research.
It doesn't make sense.
And I think it's because like if you even work for like an hour or two in a month and it's an odd job, you're considered employed.
Yeah.
If you made any money in the year, you're considered employed.
Okay.
So, I mean, okay. Sometimes people sometimes people pick up freelance gigs. That doesn't mean you're gainfully employed,
Yeah.
So
we also talked about this. I think we might have even said this last time, but we just talked about how that's probably coming from people who are taking unemployment. That's the percentage that is. There's no other way to be able to.
That's true.
Like,
so
because otherwise you'd have to do like a census. You know what I mean? Like there's no, and people aren't saying like, it's because yes, unemployment is a spectrum.
Right. Yes. So
or I guess employment.
we're on the spectrum.
We're all on the spectrum. We're on the like
We're on the
wrong end of the spectrum maybe, but we're still on it.
We're still on it. But yeah, so I mean, I know that like inflation, like, you know, Google also says we're not in a recession, but it really feels like we're in a recession. Fucking, we are, I don't know, the inflation is like the highest it's ever been. The service industry is being affected because people don't have as much money and they're like not going out to eat and spending a bunch of money, even though like I still do that, even though I don't have a job because for my sanity.
Yeah.
But
gotta do it.
you got to do it.
One other thing we talked about too, which I want to know where you're at with this, is you had an opportunity to start a freelance position since we last talked last week, but you just needed a partner. And a partner in this sense means because Brittany is a copywriter, she needs an art director to partner with and as a team to like work on this project. But you were having a hard time finding someone. Have you found someone? What's going on with that?
No, I haven't found anybody.
Well, God damn
and the recruiter kind of just, well, I sent out all my emails. I found 3 art directors that were interested in taking this freelance, but they looked at their books and said they didn't have enough tech.
They rejected them.
Yeah, they said they needed more like tech experience, like working for tech brands, which I have a little bit of. And you know, I was kind of like, well, they worked on this project with me. And they were like, is that in their book? And I was like, no, it's in my book. And they were like, they just don't, they were like, I'll show it to them, but they weren't interested in them. So it didn't matter.
It's so annoying, those things. Like, they always want to see, like, one for one. Like, if you're, like, whatever the product is, they want to see a same type of product already in your work before. It's like, just because I've never had that opportunity doesn't mean I couldn't do it. Like, I don't understand, like, what that proves to them. Like, to me, like, that's so dumb. It's like, you either do this and you know how to do it, or you don't. It doesn't fucking matter what the product is. Like, plug in whatever product. It does not matter.
Right.
It's all
the
make
same.
believe.
It's the same.
It's all the same.
But I also got, I mean, so that was annoying. So that was like a roadblock. I also I actually got a really cool LinkedIn message from a recruiter that just, which I'm going to read to you now because I think it's really funny. I'm reaching out to see if you'd be interested in a job opportunity. We have something coming up in the next couple weeks this is another for a tech company. If you are available, please send your resume and this is different though, and let me know if you have a partner in mind. And I said, great, thank you. May I have the details on this role? Salary, location, title, interview process. What are they looking for? Thanks. Just because I've gotten burned so many times with like recruiters that like call me and it's like a shit job. And also sometimes they just send me these messages and I send them my portfolio and my resume and then they ghost me. So then she sends me a message back 2 days later that just says, sure. And that's it. And that's
Let me see. You asked her basically like 1, 2, 3, 4 questions, and all she said was sure.
Yeah. And then I sent her another one that was like, you can send it here or to my email.
And then did she ever email you?
No. Not. But she's not going to. So.
But also, okay. All right. Listen.
Is that so funny?
Person is from Columbus, Ohio, apparently. It says.
But like, she just said sure. Why did she say that?
Yeah. Why did she say that?
It's so funny.
Like, just say nothing.
Just say nothing. Don't say sure. It's just so funny. And then I have like I have so many recruiter.
You're going to hate this because I kind of hated myself as I was doing it, but I responded to a recruiter who dropped into my...
I always respond to them.
Well, I responded and then I actually like talked to him on the phone. And I was so like, my energy was basically like so laissez-faire when I talked to him on the phone. It was like I could not give a fuck. Like I cannot get it up to like be excited to sell myself to a recruiter.
No,
at
me
this
neither.
point.
I still don't.
I'm just like you can sell yourself to me if you want. Like that's
Right.
kind of how I felt.
Well,
like I could tell he was like a little bit disarmed by like how I was like, very casual. I wasn't like frothing or whatever. You know what I mean? I wasn't like so excited.
Well, the thing is though, like the recruiters aren't going to call you back whether you kiss their ass or not. It doesn't matter,
right?
They cannot help you get jobs, and that guy will ghost you.
I know.
If
and
you
he's
fucking
also
told him,
located in Tampa, so it's like,
But like I always take the interview or the call just because I want to see. No, nobody's moving to Tampa. Don't be gross. Sorry, Tampa.
Oh gosh. But I mean,
I just Florida's not my vibe.
Selling Tampa.
I'm sorry, Jimmy Buffett. And those are the keys. Those are a little different.
That's a different,
They're different, but just saying.
It's a whole different. But anyway, I don't know. What other recruiters slithered into your DMs this week or this?
I'm reaching out because we have a great copywriting background. Are you open to new opportunities? I have this role with eBay, and they are looking for a senior copywriter to join their global content and brand team. This person will work on copy for emails and blah, blah, blah.
Did you respond? Also, you about not supposed
SEO
to say
copy,
who it's for.
Right. I don't care though. They're not
we'll
going to
it.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't
They're
matter.
They're not going to call me back.
Right.
And then they said, this is a 6-month plus contract. If you're interested, no salary. They never say the salary. It's fine. So then I said, yeah, I'm currently looking for my next role. Here's my resume, link to my portfolio and phone number. And that was on October 10th. So yeah, so I won't be hearing from that guy. But it doesn't matter because
approximately 2 weeks ago.
It was 2 weeks ago.
For those of you keeping track at home.
This guy, this is from. So I've been talking to this guy since September. This other guy since September 5th, and he said, "I hope this message finds you well. An e-bike company is looking for a copywriter. Hey, thanks for reaching out. I would like to hear more. Please attach your resume. And if you're still interested, here's like the PDF. Sent me the job. Great. I'm still interested. What is the salary?" He said, $80K to $120K. Great. Do you mind sharing your resume again for the second time? Sure.
Like I already did.
I'm free tomorrow between 9 and 1. He said, how about 2:30? My calendar is too full on Wednesday. That works. Looking forward to it. Never calls me. Hello, just waiting for your call. Would you like to reschedule? Nothing.
Oh my
Hello,
God.
I never received your call. I'm so slutty. Would you like to reschedule a time? That was on September 16th. Okay. So then he gets back to me on September 25th and he says, I hope everything is going well for you lately. And I wanted to let you know that our client company has restarted the interview process for the position. If you're still interested in this role.
No idea what was going on at all.
Yes.
Because you didn't respond to me.
You respond, yes, I'm still interested. That would be great. How about 10 a.m. Monday? Sounds good. Okay.
Did you talk?
No.
Oh my
so
God,
then
Brittany.
October 3rd, I said, I did not receive a call on Monday, nor did I get a message about rescheduling. And that was the last I heard from this guy.
And this motherfucker is paying like $170 a month to use LinkedIn. That's crazy.
Well, that's insane because.
Well, I guess he's not paying.
He's not paying.
It's company that he works for. Stupid. What?
Should I see what company? It's probably like Solomon Page or something. No.
Recruiting company, I'm sure, that you've never heard of.
I'll look it up right now.
I got another message from a recruiter too that was like very specific about a like 6-month contract opportunity, and like a really long message about it. And then I responded. This was this week, and I said I was potentially interested, but wanted to learn more. Like, can you share more information? Radio silence, obviously.
Radio silence.
I mean, I don't expect to hear anything otherwise. I'm like at this point when recruiters message me on here, it used to kind of be in my mind. I thought it was like flattering a little bit because I was like, oh, they're coming to me instead of me having to go to them. Like this means I'm like, I'm in demand or something. But no. But no, it's not that. It's just
It's a numbers
mostly
game.
spam.
It's like
It's mostly spam.
it's like, you know that guy that's like at the bar and he like hits on every single person at the bar.
That's the recruiters on LinkedIn.
Those are recruiters. They don't care. It's a numbers game.
Yeah.
So if you just, say some shit to every single person in the bar, then maybe one person will kind of talk to you.
We
and
have
then you can
equated
count.
this to dating before.
This is like dating. Yeah,
And
that's why I'm
There's
being like
so many parallels.
That's why I'm being so slutty.
That's
Because
sweet.
I'm just like, oh, hey, you up?
Yeah. You're
And
like,
then-
and you answer. If
Yeah.
it's 3 a.m., she'll answer.
And they
If they ask you or you're up, you answer.
you said you were coming by last night and you didn't.
And I'm not mad.
I'm not mad at all. Did you
But did
want
you want to come today?
Did you want to come today?
Or
Anytime you
tomorrow,
want.
or anytime this week.
Hey, you never came by. Just wondering if you wanted to come by anytime this week. Did you want to come over? It doesn't matter what time.
Next week is good too.
I'm always free. Next week is good. I've never been this slutty in my whole dating career.
What else did we talk about too? Oh my God, Brittany, this is bad. I hate to slap you while you're down.
That's okay.
Or whatever, but
it's not a big deal.
you sent me one that was
bring
you
it
got
up.
two rejections for the same job for two different rejections.
Yeah, we had a busy week. We had a busy week this week.
You got rejected by the same job.
They sent me 2 emails
Twice.
about it. 2 times. They sent me 2 emails.
And they're not the same email. They're two different emails.
One of them, they're moving forward with other candidates, and the other one,
The position has been
the
closed.
position has been closed. So I'm not.
No,
Wait.
one of them, this position has been filled, and this position has been closed.
Okay, yeah, one of them's been filled, one of them's been closed. Same
don't
position,
know.
same company, same job. So they just really wanted to stick it to me twice. And then earlier today, I got thank you for your interest in copywriter position at blank. We truly appreciate the time and effort you put into applying. We are reposting this role with updated responsibilities. Please reapply if you are still interested. Looking forward to hearing from you. Best regards, the blank team.
Wow.
Oh, okay,
You want to
so
start over?
Do you want to
start?
Do you want to
over?
start over? What we updated
I'm
the
dying
responsibilities.
To know. Yeah, I'm dying to know what.
I know. I looked.
What
See, but the thing is,
changed?
now I don't remember what the old
Yeah,
because that was
because you didn't memorize the job posting
memorize
from
the
the like
job
one
post.
of 1,000 jobs you've applied to. Okay, I mean
Let
that's
me
not
see.
you're not. I mean, you would have to be keeping crazy records of. All
I
of the
know,
things.
and maybe I should for the pod, but
maybe we'll start.
Yeah.
that. I mean, you just
lead product.
you wouldn't remember
copywriter.
what they said
We've-
before.
We've updated the role.
It's crazy that
We've
you
updated the
applied.
responsibilities.
They responded to you, and then were like, "You can apply again." But it's like, but I already did. What are you
I already
talking
did.
about? What are you talking about? Me do it again? No, like that's there. I don't understand. The onus is always, why is the onus on the person who's applying for work? You're the one who has a job. This is your fucking job. Just, you posted it
You
wrong,
posted
whatever.
it.
You shouldn't make the candidates applying for the job pay for it.
How are you
with
not
your time? Like that doesn't make any
Exactly.
sense.
Yes, preach. It's like
So-
how are you
so
not?
mad.
How are you not? Like, it just blows my mind. Like, how are you not on the same page with? How did you start? And I bet they interviewed some people for the position before they decided we need to rethink the role. Like,
Yeah.
because they've done that to me with other jobs before where I've gone through the interview process and they say they need to like redefine the role. And then
I don't even know what that means.
and then they take the role down for a while and then they put it back up and it has like
Yeah.
different things there.
Yeah.
But like, why are you doing interview process? Why are you doing posts? Why are you like paying $800 to LinkedIn so that you can like waste everybody's time and then when you're not on the same page with your internal team on what needs to be done
Honestly,
in the role.
but you know what the answer is just everybody actually is bad at their jobs. That's
Yeah,
the actual
that's
truth.
true.
But everybody is. And that's okay. If we'd all just admit that, I think we'd all be a lot happier instead of posturing like we're all just so professional and good at our jobs. I will say this. A few people I know are good at their jobs, right? Where it matters. Maybe, maybe you're a doctor, okay? You better be good at your job if you're a doctor. But
I
for
don't
the
know.
rest of us fucking pixel pushers.
I know some doctors.
People, the rest of us who work, who do laptop every day.
Yeah, we do laptop.
We do laptop every day.
We do two things.
It's not that serious, and it doesn't.
You can do it. It's not hard.
It's not. Well, it's not hard, but also nobody's really. It doesn't matter. I don't know.
You're
it's
not
just
saving
annoying.
the world. Just hire someone and get over it.
Just hire someone. Like, why are you gatekeeping these jobs?
It's so annoying. But I mean, I was going to say, I do know some doctors
it?
with some pretty shitty bedside manner, but I don't know how they are at their, that's part of the job, right?
We could do a deep dive on the healthcare industry, I guess. There's a lot of problems there.
There's a lot of problems there.
And especially the people who are employed by it. I mean, everything's a money grab, Don't get me started.
That's true.
That's why I was making my muffins from scratch, okay?
She's making her muffins.
I'm on my conspiracy shit. I'm in my fucking I'm in my conspiracy era. And that trickles down to I'm making my own muffins.
That trickles down. She's not going to buy your muffins. She's not going to support your corporation, little Debbie.
I'm not going to. Keep it. I'll be making my muffins myself.
Little Debbie's been dead for hundreds of years.
But her brand lives on.
Her brand lives on. She's full grown adult. She's adult Debbie.
Yeah. Oh my
she's
God.
Big
She's
Deborah.
Probably decomposing Debbie in the fucking ground. She's been dead for.
But we're still not going to buy your muffin.
Well, she won't. Yeah, she's plastic. She's part plastic, so she'll never decompose.
She'll never decompose. Her brain's in a jar
We're all
somewhere.
plastic now, but. I heard some horrible thing. I'm gonna let it go after this. But I heard this horrible thing that was like about they tested like placenta.
Oof.
Placenta. 100% of the placentas they tested, 100% had microplastics.
Should I not take my placenta pills?
Oh, you're taking other people's. Wait, you made your placenta into pills?
Yeah, I did.
That's cool.
Yeah,
well, there might be plastic in it.
There may be. Should I not take it? I didn't finish them.
What are they supposed to do?
They're in my freezer.
Make you.
They're supposed to help with postpartum, and they're supposed to give you like a glow.
Oh, okay.
So
like colostrum, that's like a big thing now too.
Oh yeah, colostrum. Wait, what is that again?
Colostrum is, I think it comes from different animals that make milk, but for humans, it's like the first milk.
And
you
it's like
create.
very sweet.
It's like the very first, and it's like darker. It's like thicker, I think too.
Oh yeah, I should have put that on my face.
Maybe,
or should I have drank it?
Maybe drink it. I think you get more benefits. It's for your baby,
coming
though.
out of my right. Yeah,
it's for them to.
My partner tried it just to see, and he really liked it.
Yeah, I always thought,
but
it would be good.
He wasn't allowed to drink it.
Yeah,
so I was like, "There's not enough of that."
It's a finite resource. Yeah. I always thought it would be good in coffee. I never did it, but I always thought it would be.
I would like to make it into a White Russian.
Oh, there you go. That would be an expensive White Russian.
Even though, like, I don't really drink White Russians in general. I kind of think they're gross. I don't want to drink like milk. I don't want to drink like milk.
Milk and liquor. Me either. My husband loves White Russians, though.
I'm sure if I just don't like creamy drinks, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, colostrum White Russian, I'd try it.
I would too. Maybe we should do like a cocktail spin-off of linked out cocktail spin-off.
Oh my gosh.
Our first one is the colostrum.
Your brother can come on.
Russian. Yeah. Oh yeah.
He can talk about the
we'll
bar.
Collaborate with Barcade. All right. Something else I sent you this week too from Reddit/recruiting hell. Our recruiting hell, our favorite, my new favorite thing on the internet.
It's good.
I spend more time on recruiting hell than I do on LinkedIn, which is crazy because I used to spend a lot of time on LinkedIn and that's changed. But this was a good news post from this person. Their username is Life's a Runway 587.
Shout out.
Finally, they started their new job and they said, I wish I had some tricks to help, but here's what helped me. So these are funny. They have 3 things that helped them. The first one was being charming. making a connection with your interviewer, making a fast connection with your interviewer in anything. If they have the same name as your great grandma, connect on that.
Or just say they do.
Yeah, just lie.
You
Well,
don't have
first of
to.
all, we don't want to skip ahead though, because
Yes.
that is one of the.
Okay.
Second thing, be persistent. This is you're really good at. Keep
So
going.
good. So
I know
good.
it's draining. I know we get ghosted. I know this market is shit, but continue to kick its ass. And then the last one, this is why I sent it to you because I loved it so much, is just lie.
Lie.
Exclamation point. All caps. Lie.
Lie.
And that's it. No further explanation.
That's it. Lie. That's what you have to
I feel
do.
like I haven't been lying enough.
You better lie more. You gotta
I
tell
know,
them.
but I'm kind of not like a not naturally good liar. So I need to like be prepared to lie. Do you know what I mean? Like I need to have like a script in mind that I'm gonna lie. That's my lie.
Right.
Because I cannot just like lie off the cuff. I used to be able to do that, but now I, for some reason, just can't.
You can't. You're too honest.
In my 20s, I would lie constantly about everything, all the time.
I feel like people do that.
I was lying
in their
constantly
20s.
about like my name, where I was from, just like anything I could think of, just like basic facts.
I know
about
how to play.
myself.
I know how to play the guitar. I don't know how to play the guitar.
Yeah, well,
but I would tell people that
you
I was
did.
dating. I knew.
So what if they brought a guitar out? That would be so.
Then I would stop dating them. That's annoying.
We're breaking up. We're breaking up.
But that's annoying. Like, don't bring a guitar to a
But
date.
what if they were a musician and then you said that and then they were like, "Oh,
Well,
that's
then
awesome. I have a guitar
then I'm
right
fucked.
here."
Well, I wouldn't say it every time. I have to do my research. I have to do your due
Well, anyway,
diligence.
all I'm saying
I'd
is,
just be like, yeah, I can play. Yeah, I play things. I play stuff. I'm okay.
you lied at how? Let's talk about. Have you lied in any job interviews? And like recently or whatever that you can remember, you're like,
yeah,
I'm going to tell this lie.
yeah,
whatever.
totally. Yes, definitely.
Like-
well, I lie all the time when I say I'm just wrapping a freelance gig right now.
Oh, you want to seem like you're just like,
yeah. I'm like,
just-
actually, I just finished I
I
just
think that's
wrapped.
fine to lie. That
Yeah.
seems like completely harmless.
That's totally harmless.
It is completely harmless. And also you want to appear like you're
I'm in demand.
In
I have
demand,
a job.
yeah.
I haven't been out of work for a year.
No.
Well, I
think
just
that's a
wrapped a
good thing to
freelance
lie.
project, and then I just like think of the last freelance project I did and say I just wrapped it.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I do that. And then I say, what else do I say? I don't like to tell people where I live. Like sometimes, like if they're in LA, I tell them I live in LA. And if the job's in Georgia, I tell them that I live in Georgia. Even if the job's remote, I just say that anyway. If it's in New York, I say I live in New York.
Yeah. She could be anywhere at
I
any
could be
time.
anywhere. So even if
And
it's
honestly, you went to New York a couple weeks ago. Were you there looking for a job?
no, I wasn't. I just
Were
fucked
you
around.
there
I just
looking
took
for
my
a
daughter
job?
to eat a piece of New York pizza, and then we flew back.
Aw,
So
that's
you know,
sweet. She's got to have the real thing.
she has to have the real thing. She can't just be eating Fellinis all the time.
Yeah.
It's not real life.
There's one I'll show you. There's one over here in my neighborhood that's like that people moved here specifically to do New York pizza. They're from New York and like they
Oh,
moved here
nice.
to do that. I'll take
Oh,
you there.
that'll be fun.
Yeah.
We should go there.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love
yeah.
pizza.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'll just tell them I live in the place that they are. And
What other things have you lied about?
I've lied about, so sometimes they'll be like, I don't know, sometimes they'll say, like if the team's like remote, so like sometimes like one creative director will be on East Coast time, and then the other one another person from the team will be on West Coast time. I'll say things like, oh, well, I live on the West Coast, but I work on East Coast time, or vice versa, whichever one sounds like it would be more conducive for the team. So I'm like, oh, so I'm used to like waking up really early.
Yeah.
Or like, oh, it's
love that.
great
You're
because
you're like, I don't care what fucking time it is.
care what time it
I
is.
don't care what time
I
it
don't
is.
even know. I don't care what time it is.
This job starts at 3:00 in the morning. That's fine.
Yeah,
Maybe,
that's
it's
fine.
on Shanghai
Oh, it's on
time.
Hawaii time?
I'll be awake. I'll be awake then.
Yeah, I'll be awake. It's fine.
That the one thing, like looking back, like because I've never really thought about like what kind of none of that stuff that you're saying is like, I guess it is technically lying, but like to me it's like it's not untrue in the sense that like you wouldn't do that. Like you would,
Right.
what you would work on whatever time like zone that they're in and stuff.
Right.
And,
That's what I would do.
what would be like untrue would be more like, I don't know. To me, like whenever I see lie, I just think about making up experience
Right.
of like jobs that I never did or whatever,
Yeah.
like our places I never worked or like schools I never went to or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, like that to me is like, who's gonna know?
Oh, yeah.
But I've never done that. But
I've
also,
done that too.
But also the things I was gonna say, the things I wish that I would have lied about are before, like when I've been in interviews and they ask a really hard question that's like I don't have a true like an answer that's true to me that would be a good answer.
Yeah.
And I wish like in retrospect, and like I said, I'm not good at lying on my feet, but I wish in retrospect that I could have come up with like a good lie answer to that, like somebody else's story. In other words, like it doesn't have to be a complete lie, but
Right.
like if I knew somebody else's story, like someone I worked with or whatever, and that's my story because
Right.
they don't know.
They don't know.
Like, and that would be a good
No.
use of lying.
Right.
Like when they ask you questions like,
what's your leadership style?
or like what was a time when did you face like a challenge, or when did a project not go the way that you wanted to go, and how
my
did you
God.
recover from like
so if
they
we told,
ask questions
so
like
if
that,
we
and
told the truth,
yeah,
then I would say, oh, it never goes the way I want it to go. but
but they
since you're
want
lying,
you to like write a fucking thesis.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
oh, I write the thesis. I'll write the thesis. I'll be like, oh, sometimes clients have a different. Sometimes clients give you like I'll say something like
But
I'll
it's
spin
hard
it.
it's hard to lie on the spot without like
At
sounding
first.
vague.
At
too,
first.
for me.
But like if you go on 200
Yeah.
interviews, I can pull those questions like right out of my ass.
You know what? You're kind of a professional interviewer at this point.
I'm a professional interviewer.
That's your job.
I'm like, oh, they're like, yeah, like,
your job is interview.
it's like, tell us about a project that like you and the client like
You're like,
couldn't
there's not
agree.
a single fucking question I haven't heard
Yeah.
at this point. I defy
all
you
of
to
them.
come up with a question that I haven't heard. I'm so ready. I'm locked and loaded every time.
Every time.
It's got to be kind of freeing, at least in the sense of like you're not like nervous when you do interviews, probably because you're like, there's nothing they're gonna ask me that I haven't been asked before, probably.
Right. Yeah, that's true. But like it's like one wrong, because like it doesn't matter anyway too, because like you could say everything right and still not get the job. Like I've like nailed interviews and like I've like sometimes like I feel like I nailed an interview, but I could be like they might not think the same thing, that like they might be like, she didn't nail that interview, that sucked. Like it's all perspective. But like I've like known I've nailed interviews. Like I've had people that work, like friends that work at these places, say like they all really like you. They were like talking about you. They said like they couldn't stop talking about you. Like why would you talk to someone who recommended me for the job about how much you liked me if you weren't gonna, you know what I mean? Like that's insane. Like I'm like, okay, but
that is insane.
That's insane.
But that is insane. Like that makes me think about all the things that we talked about like these jobs aren't real in the first place. Because like
they're not real.
Who is getting that job then?
Well, actually,
who is it?
The one job
the person's like niece or nephew. Like,
well, the one job that I interviewed
who's getting
for
these jobs?
Like 6 interviews that I knew that this specific job I was just talking about, they put the job on hold for about, this was like 8 months ago, and they put the job on hold up until like 2 months ago, and then they hired the creative director's friend, and then and they were also like from, the creative director was like from Colombia, so it was like somebody else from Colombia also that was bilingual, that also like primarily worked on tech brands. And I was like, and had a partner that they had been working with that was already, this was for like an associate creative director job. And so like they had already been ACDs at their previous company, knew the creative director, and also were both bilingual and not white people.
I roll. Well, okay, not for that part. Sorry.
Right.
That makes me look like a fucking
They
bad
like
person. No, I'm saying I roll to the fact that they were just friends with the person. And that's
they were,
really
yes,
what it
and
was.
they were bilingual.
Yeah,
Both
and
of them.
That helps.
So like, I'm not bilingual.
Was it a job that you were going to have to be bilingual though?
No, it wasn't.
So then that shouldn't really matter too
No,
much.
that wasn't in the job description. They also like did not care about that. But I think because one of their creative directors spoke Spanish and so kind of knew this guy, and so they both had that in common. So they like broed down about.
I mean, look, that's the first tip was being charming.
Being charming.
And making a fast connection over anything.
Making a fast connection. But they did put the job on hold for like 6 or 7 months.
You really realize, like, especially, I mean, this is preaching to the choir for you, but I think just worth saying for the people who are listening that these things are like, you really realize how like it's such a long game. Like not hearing from I forgot about this job. This is so same thing. I forgot about this job that I applied to. Like I applied to this job last year. Last year.
Got back to you.
And I just got an email like I want to say like a month ago that was like the position has been filled, but thank you for your interest. And I was like, that was like 8 months ago that you're just now telling me like what if you were also just like I don't care. Like that's crazy that like I forgot about that job so long ago. Like if you don't hear back within like a few weeks really, then like you've moved on. Like what are they, I mean, you know?
Yeah, like well, I mean, I've gotten callbacks for jobs like when I've already had my next job, like
oh yeah,
months and months later.
That always happens.
And it always happens. And I'm like, and I love like just being like, no, sorry, I already found a job that was literally 10 months ago.
That was a really long
but
time
now
ago.
I'm like, oh, that was 10 months ago. I still don't have a job.
Yeah, you're like, maybe I would hear from them. That would be cool if I did hear from them after 10 months.
Yeah, this is what my friend texted me about that job that I didn't get. I'm working with the people who got that job at blank, bilingual team who were already ACDs when they came in. No competing with that. Actually, that dude is just like the blank guy, creative director. They're exactly the same and they kind of know each other. So they really, they bro down at every meeting. So I was like, okay. I was like, damn,
hard
that
to
sucks.
compete with the bro down.
Yeah.
Pretty hard to compete. People
I
just
broke
want to
down
work
with that guy too, though.
I know. You
But,
probably
like,
broke
it's
down
different
super, yeah.
because I'm not bilingual and also
Well.
I don't know him from before.
Yeah.
Like they kind of knew each other from before. I don't think they were like
you're
buddies.
A stranger.
Yeah. I think they like worked together at some point a long time ago. I did not. But also, you know.
Let's go to something funny now because this wait, not that that's not funny. You know what I mean though. I want to
let's tell some jokes. Anybody got any laffy taffy?
This is a joke because I sent this to you too, and this was also something that I found on Recruiting Hell that I sent it to you, and it's so funny. I actually like I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to read it, but it's a job description.
Oh yes. Actually,
here's the job description.
I
can't even
Is it the Mr. Dogpoop?
Yes. Mr. Dogpoop.
Mr. Dogpoop has been building a small video studio, learning about video production and film making and maintaining several YouTube channels for the last 2 years. Now he wants to start making content more suitable for TV and streaming services.
Oh, does he?
Oh, Mr. Dogpoop.
We are looking for an aspiring filmmaker to become part of our team as we transition into making feature films. Mr. Dogpoop at $15 an hour.
Oh, $15 an hour.
He realizes that is a pathetic wage.
Oh, does Mr. Dogpoop realize $15 is a pathetic wage? Get your shit together, Mr. Dogpoop.
But this is more of an opportunity than a job. This is more of an opportunity than a job. Which is kind of how I just would describe our podcast. This is more of
This
an
is more of an
opportunity than a job.
than our job.
We get in on the ground floor at a startup production company. Now they're a production company. Like, what is Mr. Dogpoop?
I don't
Help
know.
us plan the shoots from concept to final editing. This is an opportunity to learn and grow and become a professional filmmaker.
If you already think you know everything, just move on.
But it says they want you to already have strong video and editing skills.
We want a person that lives video and film 24/7.
So I'm confused. They want you to know something, but not everything. And they want you to do it for $15 an hour. And they also want you to put Mr. Dogpoop as your employer.
At $15
How
an hour,
embarrassing.
he realizes that is a pathetic wage. Okay, Mr. Dogpoop, then pay more. If you think that that's a pathetic wage,
You're pathetic.
who
Mr.
is Mr. Dogpoop? Let me look him up.
We need to find out. But anyway, when I read that, I was crying.
It's so funny. I actually sent that to a couple people because I know so many people that are unemployed, and I was like,
"Thank you for sharing that around." I love
like,
the
hey.
shit that we find on the internet, and some of it's inspiring, and some of it is depressing, and some of it is that just perfectly encapsulates all that's wrong with the employment industry, all that's wrong with people posting jobs nowadays. Anyways, like there's so much wrong. There's so much. I don't even know where to start with Mr. Dogpoop, so I just have to let that one go.
this is not the right thing, Mr. Dogpoop.
Did you look up Mr. Dogpoop? What is it?
Yeah, but it says Mr. Dogpoop's DNA lab is officially closed.
No, that's different. That's for testing dog poop. That's not. This is not. You need to look up Mr. Dogpoop like YouTube or
Mr.
something.
Dogpoop Studios
is
social media content creators. Look at this. Look at this high quality. This is their webpage.
Wow, that's not mobile friendly. I can tell.
It's not mobile friendly.
that much.
It looks like they just did this on MS Paint.
That website needs. They need now. The next post they need is a graphic designer.
A private studio in Tampa, Florida, specializing in social media
way,
content creation
no
and
way
video
it's
production.
Tampa, Brittany.
It's Tampa.
Why is it always Tampa?
Oh my God.
Oh
Wait,
my
should I
God.
look up on TikTok, Mr. Dogpoop?
Yeah,
I have
you should
to.
look it up. Oh,
Anyway.
something else I sent you this week too that you didn't even notice, or I guess I sent it to you last week, but you didn't even notice when I sent it to you. You were just like, "Oh yeah, I applied for that," and then I was like, "Brittany,
Oh yeah.
it was, it was senior firearms copywriter.
No, because I think
It's
in the
for writing about firearms, and you must have firearms in your portfolio.
no, because in
Gun
the
stuff.
no, because
And you were like,
in the application
Oh, yeah,
it doesn't
I
say
saw
anything
that.
about when I think when I applied it was like On Search or something it was called, or what's the company called? So it's like an O on
quad.
Quad.
it says.
Yes. It was like Quad needs a senior copywriter, and it was an easy apply, I remember, but they didn't say anything about firearms.
Well, this is for a firearms copywriter. So just writing about guns. Crazy. That's a job.
That is so funny. I can't believe it. Yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna apply, and
Yeah,
we'll see.
I said right firearms copywriter is wild, just writing about guns, and you said I didn't even see that part in the post.
I didn't.
I didn't even see that.
See that part.
That is how much you're reading the. No, they didn't have it. Maybe they had a different post. I don't know, but
I'm sorry, but Mr. Dogpoop, this is a pathetic TikTok page.
well, obviously because they're looking for a filmmaker, Brittany. They haven't found their filmmaker yet. They're still looking to grow. It's more of an opportunity than a job.
They need help.
Yeah, they do.
They just need some help. It's just like a guy. This is so silly. $15 an hour. Mr. Dogpoop knows that's a pathetic wage.
And then the last little thing I sent you that was fun was from a tweet, I guess, at
yes.
Emily Redman.
is that?
I don't know if that's how you say her last name, but that's how it's spelled. And she said, obsessed with the discovery that freelance comes from a medieval term for a mercenary warrior who who is sworn to no lord, a literal freelance.
That's great.
I'm a knight.
I love that.
I love that too.
Yeah, so we're freelance.
Well, we are.
We're medieval.
We're yeah.
Well, we don't have
lances.
What is where does the term unemployed come from?
Oh, you want to know the history,
origin?
Yeah, the origins of
unemployed, employed.
Well, obviously, yeah, they're employed.
The Latin word for work.
Is that what it is?
No, I just said that.
I thought you were looking.
No, that one's not as interesting as freelance.
No.
But yeah, I mean, freelance it sounds really cool. It sounds way cooler than actually being freelance is.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is you can call yourself a freelancer and be unemployed. And it definitely sounds better to say that you're a freelancer than it does to say that you're just unemployed. So, but also, like, I mean, it's not true that you're, like, you would do a freelance job if you got a freelance job. It's not like I don't know. You know what I mean?
Right.
I feel like anyone can consider themselves a freelancer.
That's true.
To an extent.
Yeah. Yeah. Anybody that gets a freelance job can call themselves it, or even if
anybody who's doing anything, like, okay,
if you're not,
instead of saying you have a side hustle, you say you're a freelancer.
You're a freelancer.
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah, that's
the way. I'm a freelance mom.
I'm a freelance mom. I do it sometimes.
I do it sometimes.
I'm contracted for 18 years, and I'm in an 18-year contract.
We'll see if I do the whole contract.
Let's see how good this kid turns out.
Yeah.
And then I'll let you know if I am moving on to
long-term contract
to different
role. Yeah.
Oh, an 18-year contract to hire. Hey, at least you'll never get fired. Or will you?
That's not 100% guaranteed. Some kids emancipate themselves, so you might get fired.
But you have to sign a paper.
You do?
Yeah, you do too. Okay, right?
I didn't know that.
No, I think you guys have to agree.
So I don't know.
I think all parties have to agree. Kids can't just go around.
Well, then I don't think the parents would ever sign it if that was the
No, they do sometimes, I think. Really? I imagine every fucking angsty teenager goes and emancipates themselves, you know? Did you ever say that when you were a teenager? Like, I'm going to emancipate myself. No?
No, I didn't say that, but I kind of had a different situation, and I got distracted just now by a LinkedIn post, which I may or may not read, but
read it.
I went on LinkedIn not because I just wanted to see
she's looking for jobs during the podcast.
No, I wanted to see if there was anything juicy to bring it up, but my parents listen.
Listen, you always got to keep your ear to the street.
My parents are divorced, so when my mom had like primary custody of me like most of my childhood, but they had an agreement that once I turned 15, I could choose which parent I wanted to live with the majority of the time. And so obviously, since I lived with her my whole life, when I turned 15, because I was a little bitch teenager, I was like, I'm going to go live with dad. And that's what I did.
There you go.
I did go live with my dad.
Yeah.
And then I kind of just like went back and forth from each of their houses as I wanted to, even though they both hated that arrangement because they were like, you can't just come and go as you please. And I was like, well, that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, I'm going to do it.
Because I'm a teenager and that's what I'm going to do.
That's what you're doing.
You can't turn me away. They both were like, no, I guess you're right. It just kind of sucks when you're a parent. Like, I'm not looking forward to this at all, but like there's an age when your kids are like, what are you going to do about it? And you're just like, well, gosh, you got me there because I'm just going to let you come to your house where you live whenever you want to.
Yeah, that's true.
You're not going to like change the locks. I don't know. My parents aren't that intense. Maybe some people's are, but anyway.
I guess you could change the locks. I would never. Oh my God, that would break my heart.
Yeah.
My daughter is going to be able to say, I mean, I'm going to be bad at this because I just like love her so much. And if she fucking does something shitty, I'm just going to like go and bail her out of jail and give her some hot cocoa.
Yeah. But that's the best thing you can do as a parent. I really think it is. Because like they'll get through it. Like, you know, they'll get through it. And then when they're on the other side of it, like you guys are going to be best friends forever. So that's like the best thing you can do.
She just hates me when she's 13 and I'm going to cry every day.
Well, I mean,
But-
maybe she will. Maybe she won't.
I don't know. I was such a shitty little
Yeah.
teenager. So,
So at least you know what to expect.
Yeah. I know.
This recruiter. Okay, so I opened it up and it was interesting because the first thing I saw was this recruiter who I've been connected to for a long time on LinkedIn, and I think I've talked to her before. She owns her own recruiting. I don't think I've ever gotten a job through her, but I've definitely talked to her before. She posted something, and then she posted looking for full-time hybrid ACD level teams to join a small indie NYC agency. Must be ready-made teams with great integrated campaigns, blah, blah, blah. And then she blacked it out, so I can't even see what it says. But
wait, why?
She got the post. The post went against LinkedIn policy, like professional community policies, and so it got taken down. But she posted a screenshot of it and said, apparently trying to diversify a company's leadership team goes against LinkedIn policy. So I have modified my post below.
Wait, say that again?
Her post got her original. So she posted this and it says, to create a more balanced creative department, at least one team member needs to be identify as a blank. Like, that part is completely, she scribbled through. So I don't even know what she originally said, but it's obviously like an ethnicity, I guess.
Oh, it's not like non-binary or
I
something?
don't think so. It kind of looks like, I mean, I can't see what it says, but I think it's, if you're the person who flagged my last post, please unfollow me, remove our LinkedIn connection, or better yet, block me. I am not interested in working with anyone who gets offended by diversity. P.S. I would appreciate any help to make this post go viral. So here's me helping you make your post go viral, because I didn't even see that. I didn't even read the whole thing before I started telling you about it. But just wanted to see where it was going. But yeah, that's interesting. That is interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting. Like, why are they not allowed to do that? Why are they not allowed to put that?
That's a good question. I don't know. Maybe, okay, so I don't know what the LinkedIn like community guidelines are, obviously. Like, I've never looked at that.
Right.
But I don't know. There's probably just some like AI thing that flags like when you put like if it's like has to do with hiring, like if you put like a specific ethnicity or something like that, like I would think that.
Oh,
like,
she do like a specific one?
Well,
We don't know.
I don't know what she wrote
Right.
again. So, but I have to imagine it was, because it says to create a more balanced creative department, at least one team member needs to identify as a something Republican.
No way. They would never write that.
No, I know.
That would be so funny.
Wouldn't that be funny?
One.
But I can't see what it is. It's a long word, and I can't tell what it is. It's just like scribbled through, as you can see. But I guess that's probably why it got flagged, is because there's something you can't. Okay, while obviously you can promote diversity, I don't think you can explicitly say somebody has to be.
Is it African American?
It might say that.
Because like,
I can't tell what it says. It might say that, but maybe there's something, that you're just not supposed to explicitly say. You're looking for a certain kind of person.
Oh, you just got a bedtime reminder on your phone.
Yeah, I go to bed pretty early.
We're gonna get up there.
On that note, let's wrap it up. It is my bedtime.
She's got 30 minutes with her tea.
If at best, I might fall asleep before that.
She might fall asleep on the pod, and then we can just listen to my dog drink water for the last 10 minutes of the podcast.
ASMR.
I actually have some baby snacks in my bag, so I'll just eat those into the microphone.
Cringe.
But that's weird. That's weird, LinkedIn. Or is it weird that she's like asking for like a specific ethnicity in her post?
Maybe that's weird too. I don't know.
Because like,
but who am I to say? I guess I'm not a recruiter. Well, obviously.
Like if she said like one of the members need to identify as African American or as like a different ethnicity, a different specific ethnicity, like that's kind of like, I get like obviously diversity.
Maybe I should read the comments.
Like obviously diversity is important in the industry, but like if you just say like looking for a diverse team, like wouldn't you just say that? Wouldn't you just say like I'm supporting diversity in the workplace, so we're looking for a diverse team? Yeah, I think when you just say
LinkedIn prohibits discrimination in job posts based on protected characteristics. LinkedIn's job post policies don't allow gender requirements or preferences in job posts.
Okay.
Phrases such as male applicants only, female applicants preferred, etc. will be removed from LinkedIn. So maybe she said as a woman instead.
Maybe she said non-binary.
Yeah, maybe she did.
Or maybe she said transgender.
Oh, no, she wrote, sorry, I see the rest of her comment now. It says, I'm looking for a team and I wanted one of them to be a woman. I guess that's not allowed. Great. Oh. Just that? That's it? I mean, you don't have to explicitly say that. It's like, just don't respond to teams that are only two guys then.
Right, you know? Yeah.
Like, you don't have to, that's your job on the back end.
Right.
If you wanted one of them to be a woman, then you
that's
can know
true.
that.
You can't really say that, I guess. But, like, there's ways to say it without just, like,
also, it's crazy
it.
that, like, still in 2024, just being a woman is considered diversity. Like,
I know, it's
that's
really
so stupid.
What's
but
that
women
job?
are half of.
I'm a woman. What is that job?
Yeah, you need to be a ready-made team, okay? And I will
have
send
someone.
It to you.
Yeah, send it over.
You're gonna move to New York for this job?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I'll allow it.
No, they're not gonna call me back, so that's the thing.
Barbara's. Oh, whoops! I just said her name. She's pretty good. I see people getting jobs from her, and I've talked to her. I've never gotten a job from her, but I've never really applied for anything either. She posts stuff all the time. But I don't know.
Yeah, send her to me after.
She might be bullshit. Who knows?
I guess you're not allowed to say a woman. We're like trying to decode. We're like, is it like a diverse team?
I'm like trying to read what she scribbled out. I can't tell.
I wonder how she like phrased that. Like she's like, one of them needs to be woman. She wrote identify.
One of them, yeah, identify as a
female.
Maybe she just said like a female.
Anyway,
we
got to the bottom of it. We got to the bottom of it, but
we did.
There is like, I mean, as the copywriter in me wants to say, there's a lot of like different ways to say you want someone to be one of the members on the team to be a woman without like saying
explicitly saying that.
Without saying, like, you just be like, oh, like we at this office like promote gender equality and you know, whatever.
Right.
Like we're looking for a diverse team.
Yeah.
To join, like, you know, there's all kinds of tricks you can use.
You don't have to just like flat out say it. Although, I mean, at the same time, part of me is like, good maybe for you for just like,
maybe you should just say it instead of like
the bullshit.
That's true. Well, LinkedIn won't allow it.
No,
but
Linked Out will.
Linked Out will.
We'll allow it. We're very diverse.
We're very,
in the sense that we're both women.
We're both women,
but we're not diverse at all in the sense that we're both white.
There's no men on this,
and there is no men.
There's no men except for the guy that set up our microphones.
My husband.
Cindy's husband.
He's not really part of it though.
And except for my dog, who is also a man, but he is on the couch.
He's a white man.
He's a white man. He's a literally white male dog. Oh no, we need more diversity on this couch.
We do. We need some more bitches on this couch.
We need some more bitches. We need more.
That's actually, you know what, last segue, and I think it'd be a good thing to like
popping back in to update our email. It's linkedoutpod@gmail.com. Again, that's linkedoutpod@gmail.com.
Get in touch.
We can't wait to hear your stories.
Like, what's our email going to be?
Popping back in to update our email. It's linkedoutpod@gmail.com. Again, that's linkedoutpod@gmail.com. We can't wait to hear your stories.
We kind of want to get sued by LinkedIn.
I don't know, dude. They have a lot of money. I feel like we'd get pretty fucked on that.
Think about the press.
The press would be
Linked Out
good.
is suing two
I don't
moms.
have a lot.
LinkedIn is suing two moms just trying to do a podcast. We'll set up a GoFundMe.
Yeah, they literally have
Take 'em to
billions
the
of
cleaners.
dollars.
Yeah, they're, I'm just saying.
That's mean.
It's mean. What do
That's
we
just
have?
mean.
You
We
just
don't
made
have-
20 bill last year.
We don't have that. We don't even have a little bit of that.
We don't even a little bit.
We don't even have 1/20th of that.
Hey, we're working on it.
But yeah, we want to hear from other people because we do want to hear y'all's stories. We have thought about a lot of I don't know what I was gonna say, but we've talked about a lot of different ways we could go about it, and we want to hear about your unemployment stories. We want to hear about your bad interview stories. We want to hear about crazy LinkedIn shit that you've seen, or
we want to hear about that bitch in your office.
We want to hear about your workplace gossip. We want to hear about.
We will change the names, and we will change the defining details if you would like to remain anonymous.
We'll definitely keep it.
We'll change the company name.
Yeah,
we'll do.
Nobody's trying to lose their job over here.
If you want to come in and be on the pod, but you don't want people to know it's you, we'll change your voice. We can do it all.
We could do that.
We can do. We have studio magic here.
Boom,
boom, bing, bang, boom,
bing, bang, boom.
So yeah, we would love to hear other people's stories because we have a lot of them. But we've told our stories, and we want to hear yours now. Okay, well, thank you for listening
and giggling.
Do we have anything else? Giggles and giggling. Putting the fun in funded.
Unfunded. And putting the fun in unfunded.
Unfunded.
I like that one.
That was a good one. But do we have anything else that we want to add before we sign off on this excellent On the Edge of Your Seat episode of podcasting?
Let me think. No, I don't have anything else.
Summing up, LinkedIn still sucks. We have
Perhaps
more unemployed
more than
stories,
we thought.
but more than we thought. We're just scratching the surface.
We really are.
But yeah, thank you for listening, and we have so much more content on this. So hopefully you want more of this because we have so much more.
More to come.
And yeah, and be well and keep your head up.
Be great. Yeah, be consistent.
Consistent and lie. Lie.
You better
lie. And next week we'll get into all of the lies that I told just specifically that week in job interviews before we get started. We'll just make that a segment because I like that.
I love it.
I love it. You Perfect. Like it. I love it. Okay. Have a nice day. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
If you enjoyed today's podcast, please give us a 5-star review. Email us at linkedoutpod@gmail.com and follow us on TikTok, Instagram, and Blue Sky at linkedoutpod. Your support means everything, and we fucking love you. Mwah.
That was cute.
Bye, bestie.